Hello students, I hope you all are fine and keeping yourself well. Again I am back with a new chapter for Standard 6 Computer, and the chapter name is File Management, Organization of Data. Dear student, it is important to understand file management system as it makes the task easier. In file management, you will develop the ability to undertake common operations on stored files, that is, whatever the files are stored into the computer, how to edit those files, how to view, how to copy those files, how to play audios, videos, how to move a file from one place to another, how to delete and restore the files, etc., etc. So let us continue with the chapter. Files can be classified into three categories. What are these three categories? One is ordinary file, second one is directory or folder files, and third one is special purpose files. So let us see all these classification, all these types one by one. So the first one is ordinary files. These refer to temporary files that are created for general purpose. They remain on the storage device unless the purpose is completely solved. As soon as the requirement is over, these files are deleted from the storage device. Some examples of ordinary files are notepad files, wordpad files, program related files, songs, videos, etc. Students, ordinary files means which we copy or which we create in a computer for a time being. That means when our work is done and when our purpose is solved, what we do, we remove the file, we remove the unnecessary file from the computer which we do not use in future. Now let us talk about directory folder files. This refers to files that are available in a directory or a folder. Whenever we have to store information, a directory or a folder can be created that contains files having the related information. For example, MS Word files, MS Excel files, MS PowerPoint files, etc., etc. Now student, what is directory or folder? Let me give you an example. Like in your school bag, what do you keep? You keep different types of things: books, copies, tiffin box, your pencil box, and some other materials if needed. But these are the mandatory things you keep: books, copies, tiffin box, pencil box in your bag. Now all these are of different types. Books has its own feature, copies own feature, tiffin box for a separate work, and a pencil box is for a separate work, isn't it? But all are kept inside a bag. The common thing is all are inside one bag. Same way a folder works in a computer. You can consider a folder like a bag where you can keep multiple files, multiple type of files. Like let us say in one folder I can keep some of my birthday images also. In the same folder I can keep some audio songs also. In the same folder I can keep some movies also. So it is a type of a bag inside a computer where we can keep multiple type of files. Now here examples are given: MS Word files, MS Excel files. Now let us say that I created a bag, a folder called MS Word files. Now inside that bag, inside that folder or directory, it is also called a directory. Inside that directory or folder or bag, I am keeping only MS Word related files and nothing else. I created another bag, another folder called MS Excel. In that I will keep only MS Excel file. I created another bag called audio songs. In that I will keep only audio songs. So this is the way the directory works. Special purpose file. These are some files available on the storage device which are not created by the users. These special purpose files are automatically transferred to the storage device while installing the operating system and are used to control various activities of the computer system. For example, command.com, config.sys, autoexec.bat, etc. Students, when we install an operating system to make the hardware, make the computer active, as you know that to run a computer, to make a computer fully operational, we need to install a system software that is called operating system. So when you install an operating system, some special type of files are installed along with the operating system, which helps the computer or which helps the software to run, and these are some of those files. These are special purpose files, and we do not touch these files. If something wrong happens to the file, what will happen? Your operating system will get crashed. So that's why these are called special purpose files, which are installed while installing the operating system. We have generally, most of the time, we have nothing to do with all these files. These are installed automatically. Now students, we will talk about one important topic, that is file formats. On a storage device, a file contains two parts. The first part is the name of the file, and the second part is the type of the file, which is called extension. The file name can be a suitable name related to the content, and the extension is referred as the file type. That means what type of file it is. The type of information stored in a file can be easily identified by looking at its extension. Now to elaborate this, dear student, I have made a few more slides, so let us go to the slide to understand this. Now these are some file extensions, like if you see .doc or .docx. Whenever you see .doc or .docx, you will come to know that these are MS Word document, MS Word file. Same way, a list of extensions I have given, like .xls and xlsx. These are MS Excel file, .ppt or pptx, any one. If you see, it is PowerPoint file. Same way, JPEG, JPG, it is an image file. The full form of image file is written over there, and PDF, MP3, MP4, AVI, etc., etc. You can see the whole chart over here. Now you see, let us come to MP3. If you see .mp3, we know we play MP3 songs in our computer, in our music systems, etc. Now MP3 is a kind of audio file. Same way, .wav is also a kind of audio file. Like generally nowadays we use MP4 video files. MP4 is a kind of video file. Same way, .avi, .mkv, .wmv is also a kind of video file. All these extensions has its own features. .gif, it is also an image file, but these images are mostly animated images. That means some actions are done in these small images. You will see small animations. .psd, it is a Photoshop file. Now .exe, .apk, like .exe are executable file for computers. .apk is the Android executable file. That means if you are downloading any software in your Android smartphone, the file extension of that application would be .apk. Same way, PNG is also a kind of image file. Now to explain all these, let us go to the next slide. Students, as I said, every file has two things. One is the name, another is the type. Let me explain. Like here in the folder, if you see, this school short movie is the name of the file, and to the right hand side here, if you see under type, here it is a kind of file. That means the name of the file is school short movie, and the kind of the file, it is a MP4 video file. It is a video file. Same way, down here the file name is viewer, and viewer is the file name, but viewer is what kind of file? Is it an image? No. Is it a video file? No. It is an MP3 file, it is an audio file. It is MP3, an audio file. Same way, if I talk about this new Microsoft Word document, this is the name of the file, new Microsoft Word document. Now what type of file it is? It is a Microsoft Word document file, that is docx file. So in the coming video, in the coming slide, I will explain all this. Students, to explain the file types, I have made a folder here on the screen. I will open this folder. The name of this folder is file types. I will open it. Now you see there are few files are copied here in this folder. Now to the right hand side, if you see, dear students, the type, it is written MP4, MP3, MOV, Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, Excel, JPG, GIF, application, Adobe Photoshop. These are the types of file. That means the first one, let us talk about the first one. When we say MP4, that means it is a video file. If I open this file, it will open a video which is related to our school. It is a school short movie. It is a documentary movie. And how we come to know that this is a video file? To the right hand side it is written. Now if you are not getting this right hand side option, simply right click on the file and the menu comes on the screen and click on properties. When you click on properties, here you can see, dear students, the type of the file is given. It is what type of file? MP4 video file, and the extension is .mp4. That means .mp4 stands for video file. It is a kind of video file. Students, there are many more extensions for video files, and every extension has its own feature, and .mp4 is one of its kind. Now let us talk about the second one. If you see to the right hand side, it is written MP3 format sound. Now when we say MP3, it means it is an audio file. Generally when we talk that I want some MP3 song for my car, for my computer, that means when we are talking about MP3 songs, we are talking about audio songs. So when I right click on this file to see the properties, you see here it is written .mp3. What type of file it is? The type of file is MP3 format sound. That means it is an audio file. MP4 is a video file, MP3 is an audio file. Same way this DSC, now DSC 0888, what type of file it is? Now let us right click, go to properties. Now this is a MOV file. This is also an extension for video file. Down here it is written, you see, open with movies and TVs. This is a default application given over here. That means it will open with this particular application, movies and TV and other media players. So MOV is also a video extension. It is a type of video file. Now when we talk about Microsoft Word, you might have worked on Microsoft Word, MS Word. Now MS Word file, let me right click on the file, go to property, and here you see the extension, that is docx. When we say docx file, that means we are talking about MS Word, Microsoft Word file. That means if somebody says that in my pen drive I have a lot of docx file, that means if you know what docx means, you will come to know that the person is talking about Microsoft Word file. That means in his pen drive or in her pen drive, he is having a lot of Word file in his pen drive. Now same way Microsoft PowerPoint. Now PowerPoint, I'll right click, I'll click on properties. Here you see it is written .pptx. .pptx stands for Microsoft PowerPoint. That means the file extension, the file type of a Microsoft PowerPoint is .pptx. That means if somebody says I have a lot of pptx file in my computer, that means he is telling that he is having lot of PowerPoint files in his computer. Same way Microsoft Excel, you might have read this or you will learn all this in future classes. I will click on properties, right click on the file, properties, see the extension .xlsx. This is the extension for Microsoft Excel. Now this learning today, if I open this, if you see, this is an image file. Now if I right click on the file, properties, here it is written JPG file. As I said, JPG, GIF, PNG, all these are image file. But all these image, like every movie extension file, every video extension like MP4, MKV, MOV, all these are video files, but all the video files has its own features. Same way here also, these all are a type of image files, but has its own features. But actual image file, when we say, that is a JPG or JPEG file. Now the second one, that is, it is written GIF file. GIF file are mostly animated, small animated files. So if I open this file, you see it looks like a video, some work is going on. It looks like that one man is working on the computer, but here you see this is a GIF file. GIF file means a small animated image file. Now let us talk about VLC. VLC media player, which we install in our computer to run audio and video programs. Now VLC, right side it is written application. Now let me click here, right click, click on properties. Now what type of file it is? You see .exe. It is an executable file. That means with this application, if I click on this application, it will install the program in my computer. It will install the program and it will run the program in my computer. That's why it is called executable file. We can execute the task of playing audios and videos through this player. Same way, this is Google Chrome installer. That means if I double click on the file, you see it is also an exe file. That means executable file. That means I can install Google Chrome in any computer using this particular icon. If I copy this icon into any computer, if I copy this program into any computer, and if I run this program, the program will get installed into that computer. Same way, the last one is the Photoshop file. Now what is the extension for Photoshop file? It is .psd. So I hope you understood all the extensions. See dear students, there are many more extensions other than this. Whatever I thought is important for you, so I brought all these extensions here on the screen. But for your knowledge, let me tell you, other than these file types, there are many more types of file extensions and file types are there. So we will learn all these things in future once again. File operations. A file is created to contain specific information. Thus, we may need to perform some basic operations for storing, accessing the files so as to meet our requirements. Some fundamental operations on files are as listed below. That is, we can view a file, view a data, we can copy, we can delete, we can move a file, we can play a file, etc., etc. Students, now in this video we will talk about how to view a file and how to copy a file from one destination to another. So let us proceed with the topic. Now let us see the steps of how to view a data in a computer. Now in my computer I have kept a MS Word file, that is an assignment file for standard 6, and I want to view the content of the file. Now how to view the content? First of all, I need to know where I have kept the content. So if we know that where we have kept the content, then we have to go to the location. So Here what I will do, I will go to this PC. In some of the computers it is written as my computer, computer, etc. So in my computer it is written as, in my computer's desktop it is written as this PC. So to open this icon, to explore this, we have two different methods. Either you double left click little quickly, double left click on the icon and it opens, or right click on the icon and a menu comes and bring your mouse pointer to open option and then one left click and the content inside the computer icon, it opens. Now here you can see this is the Explorer page where we can see all the drives of my computer. Now drives means like C drive, G drive, H drive and I drive. These are the four different partitions of the hard disk installed inside my computer. Now the data which I have kept, the assignment file, it is in H drive. So I will go to the H drive. Then again to open this drive we have two different methods. The first is either you double left click on the H drive or right click on H drive, a menu comes and go to open option and then one left click and it opens. Now whatever the content is there inside H drive, you can see there are three folders. Now the content which I want to see, it is inside assignment folder. Either you double left click again to open the folder or right click and bring the mouse pointer on open and click one left click on open option and here it opens. Now there are three files. As I said, I want to open standard 6 assignment. So what I will do, again here either you double left click on the file and it opens, or right click and one left click on open and the assignment opens on the screen. This is the way we can view a content inside a file. Now if I want to edit a file, I can edit also. Suppose if I want to add some more questions, I can add some more questions inside the file, like I am adding here, write full form of ENIAC. After adding the question, what I can do, I will go to file, I will click on save and it is saved and I will close the file. So this is the way you can open a file, you can view a data from your computer. The way I opened MS Word file, the same way you can open, you can view any data from your computer. Students, now we will see the process of copying a file or a group of files from one place to another. Copying a file, it means making a duplicate copy of a document. In Windows system, that is in Windows operating system, this task is known as copy and paste. Sometime we may need to have multiple copies of a file. Now why we need this? It has a purpose. Suppose if an original file gets deleted or corrupted due to any adverse situation, then the file copied at another destination can be easily obtained to meet our requirement. File can be copied from one storage area to another storage area depending upon our need. Today we will see how to copy a single file from one place to another, also how to copy multiple files from one place to another. So let us start with the first process, that is I am going to copy a single file from one place to another. Now if you remember, in the previous slide you saw that there is a file, MS Word file called standard 6 assignment. So I am going to make a copy of the same file here on the desktop. So what I will do, first I will have to go to the source where I have kept the file. So I will click on this PC, or it might be computer or my computer on your desktop. It all depends on the operating system you are using. Different operating system, in different operating system the name is different. In some operating system it is written as my computer, in some operating system it is written as PC. In my operating system it is written as this PC. So right click there, click on open. I will go to the H drive, right click, then go to open, click on open, then right click on the folder where you have kept the file, then come to the menu, then left click on open, and here are the 3 files. Now as I said, I want to copy the standard 6 4th assignment. So what I will do, first I need to select the file. Whichever file you want to copy, you need to select the file. Just one left click and it is selected. Then after selecting, what you can do, right click on the file. A menu comes. Then in this menu, if you go down, there will be an option called copy. Just one left click on the copy button, on the copy option. Then close this folder or minimize. You can minimize also. It will come to the taskbar. Now as I said, I want to make the copy of the file here on the desktop screen. So already I copied the file from there. Now I need to paste it. So what will I do? I will right click here on the desktop, and the menu which comes here, I will get an option called paste. Just one left click on paste, and after clicking on paste, you see the copy of the same file is made here. Now again let me go there and let me see whether the file exists there or not. It is existing. That means the copy of this file is made here on the desktop. Now there are 2 copies of the same file. Now if I open the file, you can see the content inside, which is already there in the source place, that is in the H drive. Now this is one method of copying a file from one place to another. Now I did this process using a mouse. Now the same process could be done using a keyboard also. So for that, let me delete this file once, and what I will do, now I am going to show you this copy paste option using a keyboard. Again I will go to that folder. Here I have come to the folder. Now what I need to do, I will select the file. After selecting, in the last process what I did right click. Now I will not do right click, I will just select. After selecting, what I will do, I will press on the keyboard, I will press 2 buttons simultaneously. First I will press Control and then I will press C. Control C. Control and C. This is the command to copy a file. I pressed this button. Now I will close this folder on the desktop. Now I will press Control V. Control V. And I pressed, and you see I did not do right click over here. What I did, I pressed a button sequence on the keyboard, that is Control V, and the same file is copied here on the screen. Now this is another method to copy and paste a file from one place to another. The first method is right clicking, copying and pasting, and the second method is Control C and Control V method. Students, now we will see how to copy multiple files from one place to another. So let me go to the source folder, that is the source drive, where I have kept few files. I will go to the H drive once again. Now here is a folder called talent hunt images. Now when I open this folder, you can see there are few images. Now how many images in total are there? Suppose there are hundreds and hundreds of images. How will you count? No need to count. Just see down here. Here you can see how many total images are kept into the folder. There are 26 items. That means 26 images in total. Even I have renamed it from 1 to 26. From that also, suppose if it is not renamed, if the names are written randomly, so from here down to the left corner, here you can see how many total images are kept into the folder. So let us start with the step how to copy multiple files from one place to another. Now what I will do, I will copy a few files from this folder. Let us say I will copy image number 1, image number 13, image number 16 and image number 25. 1, 13, 16, 25. How to copy these 4 files together? So listen the process carefully. First I will select image 1 by one left click. Then press the control button on the keyboard. First I will select one file, one image, then press control button on the keyboard. Then go on pressing whichever file you want to select. Don't leave the control button from the keyboard while selecting. Image 13, image 16, image 25. I have chosen these 4 files randomly from a group of files, from a group of images. After selecting all these files, leave the control button. Then out of this 4 file, upon one file, right click and click on copy. Now all these 4 files which you have selected are copied. Now you can close this folder. Then if you want to make a new folder here on the desktop screen, make a folder. Then open the folder, right click here and click on paste. Now if you see, only those 4 files which I had selected are here on the destination folder. That is image 1, image 13, image 16 and image 25. Now what I did right now, I selected few files randomly from a group of files to copy the files from one place to another. Students, just now you saw how to select files randomly, a group of files randomly. Now we will see how to select a range of files, that is from a folder. If I want to select a file from a particular point to a particular point, that is a range of files together at a time, that we will see how to do it. So again I will do the same option, that is I will go to this PC, I will open it, I will go to the same drive, I will open the drive and then I will click on the folder, that is talent hunt images, where I have kept few images. Now in the previous slide I copied files randomly from the group of files, from all these files, that is I selected 1, 13, 19, 25 or something like that. I selected few files randomly from here and there. Now if I say I want to select file from image number 1 to image number 16, all the files together. Now how to select? Now in the previous case I had chosen the control button from the keyboard to choose the files randomly. Now here in case if I want to choose the file, a group of files together, I will press the shift button. That is, first I will select image 1, then press shift button and click on the last file, that is image 16. Now if you see, right from image 1 to image 16, all the files are selected. Now leave the shift button from the keyboard, right click on any of the file which is selected, then click on copy, close the folder. If you want to create a new folder, create a new folder here on the screen, give any name, then open the folder, right click, either right click or paste or control V, both will work, and paste. Now if you see, right from image 1 to image 16, all the files I selected together. Now again I will do the same to show you what I did. I went to H drive, I opened Talent Hunt Images. What you need to do, select one file, then press shift button, and if you want to choose a range of file, let us say from 1 to 10, I will click on the last file. Don't go on clicking each and every file. Choose the first file, press shift button and click on the last file. Now you see, between 1 to 10 all the files are selected. Now right click on any of the selected file, click on copy, close this, make a folder. After making a folder, open the folder, right click and paste, or control V also in place of right click, and here you see the group of files are copied together from one destination to another. So students, in this way now you saw that how to copy a single file from one place to another, how to copy multiple files randomly and within a range. Now the way I was copying a group of files or a file from one place to another, same way suppose if you connect a pen drive and if you want to copy some files from your computer to pen drive or pen drive to computer, let us say if I open this and let us assume that this I drive is my pen drive. When you connect a pen drive, a drive gets created over here, and you copy the file from H drive, open the pen drive, and after opening the pen drive, just make a folder there in the pen drive and click on paste. And the way you copied the file on the desktop, the same way the files will get copied in your pen drive also. So I hope you understood the copy and paste process and it is helpful. Students, before I end this video, just a small reflection. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. Start giving your quality time to your study, dear students, as you are at home, because the biggest source of motivation are your own thoughts. The biggest source of motivation are your own thoughts. So think big and motivate yourself to win. Again I will come back with a new video, dear students. Till then, stay home, stay safe. Thank you.